I found this book, The End of Borley Rectory, thrown out in the street a while ago. Now, Borley Rectory burnt down in 1939, and the ruins were then demolished in 1944, but I was curious as to what the area now looked like, so of course I went onto Google Maps. Now, first I'll show you a map that's from the book, which shows the location of the rectory. And to find the place, I just searched for Borley's church, and then using that old map, I looked in here. So here's the church, and then using the old map, the rectory was down here past the road. And maybe you've already spotted it, but at this point I haven't. It took me to go to this site, this other website, which gives some approximate coordinates of the old rectory, which then in Google Maps I went to them, and now I spotted a rather familiar looking outline. And if we go to satellite view, you'll find that this outline doesn't correspond to any existing building, although there is an interesting unmarked building here, well, unmarked on the map, that does seem to correspond to the building marked cottage in the old map. There's an odd thing about that building too on Street View, but I'll get to that later. Now, back to the map, you can see that this outline is of the rectory. It had a very distinctive layout, and you can see it's got the scullery there, it's got the entry there, the bay windows with the glass roof veranda across them. This is the rectory. So Google Maps has a building marked on it that was demolished in 1944. Maybe it's time for a little updating. Anyway, you can see back to that cottage. If we go on Street View, I can get it there. If you go on Street View, you'll find that it's all blurred out. So maybe it's some secret government facility, or more likely it's maybe for privacy reasons. I don't know, maybe you can ask Google to blur your house out for privacy. Anyway, it's a bit unfortunate because it means I can't see what the place looks like, see if maybe it looks like something that was around when the rectory was standing, or if it's a later development. But it does seem to resemble the one on the map. As to the book, I've had a bit of a flick through. I'm rather skeptical when it comes to this sort of stuff. Apparently the book also has been discredited quite a bit too. One thing I did find amusing, although this was on Wikipedia, so who knows how correct it is that after Mr. H. Price had died in 1948, a reporter, Mr. Charles Sutton, claimed that whilst visiting the house with the author in 1929, he was hit in the head by a large pebble. He seized Mr. Price to find that his pockets were filled with different sized stones. Maybe he was just taking his pet box out on a holiday. Who knows?